Right, so, honestly, we're doing pretty well, you know? I think we've taken down, like, 5 bosses or 6 bosses. 3 of them, or 4 of them, did fall off the edge, but it's not like we, you know, scammed them. They just kind of, they just fell. It's nothing I can really do. Oh my, hold on. We got a long run back. We are trying to think of what we can do next. We have Centipede Demon. And Iron Golem on the top. We can go to the graveyard, for sure, yeah. We can try to fight... We can fight the 4 kings now that I think about it. We have the Covenant of Artorias. Do the 4 kings have a golden wall in front of them? Or do you just need the Covenant of Artorias? They don't? Dude. So you're saying there's a chance. We definitely still do have to go to lower Undeadburg as well. You don't have the Covenant of Artorias. Agree to disagree. I'm not sure though, like because you need, what do you need to upgrade the blacksmith's hammer here? You need chunks. Titanite or white Titanite chunk. White Titanite chunk is divine, I think. Twinkling! We need twinkling. That's right. Ah, you know what? You're right. You need the key to the seal in order to drain the bottom so you can fight the 4 kings. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So we got a couple of things on the to-do list. Like, we can go back to Undeadburg, that sells Twinkling Titanite for, I think, 1,000 to 2,000, which is pretty sweet. Very rarely do you end up scaling Demon Ruins this way. The only problem with that is that getting back to Demon Ruins, or getting back to Undeadburg, man, he do be Naruto running, is kind of a pain in the butt, because it's like the worst run in the game right now. But upgrading your weapon, like, you know, it's like upgrading yourself in real life. Like, it's only gonna benefit you. You know, it's a permanent stat buff. Didn't even see the worm there. Alright, I guess we're best friends now. What does that even mean? Well, it means, you know, like when you, like, if you learn a skill or something like that, unless you forget it, it's a permanent upgrade. It's a nice thing to do for yourself. I still feel a little gaslit. Like on YouTube, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about here, but we were talking about peppers, and I said that peppers only, you know, they taste like themselves all the time. People were hitting me with stuff like, "Oh, you mean like every other food on the planet?" Not the case. Not the case at all. You know, I'm just saying they're not transformative in most ways. Cockatoo. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. No, I'm not even saying they take over a dish. I'm just saying like a raw pepper, a cooked pepper. You know, they taste pretty much the same. An onion, you know, or a potato or something like that, it tastes different whether it's, you know, boiled or mashed or sauteed or, you know, scalloped and etc., etc. Yeah, we killed Quelaag. We did it honestly as well. We quit and reloaded, so we fought the king. Just went down Potato Town. Did you see the downfall meme? Mein Führer. They've just taken out Tomato Town. It's okay, the southbound will hold. Who's gonna tell him? What did and I'm not trying to say like I'm some kind of like super genius. Okay, we will die. But what did I say like 2 days ago? I said, kid singing Fortnite song, that meme is still rocket ships. It's still got a long way to go. Many people said, NL, you're crazy, it's already peaked. And I said, it hasn't even begun to peak. Well, 100,000 retweets, 10 kills on the board right now. Double sip, please. This is actually more important than I gave it credit for, because I don't want to make this run again. Bro. Nope, we're screwed. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Roll! It's of critical importance. I'm going to die. Twin humanities, please. I must... Alright. It's fine. That's fine. That toxic dart got me pretty good. That caused me a lot of problems. You know, at least we made it to this bonfire. It is what it is, you know? As what Dark Souls Randomizer is like. You're gonna find yourself in some situations like this. Bone wheels and toxic darts in the Blighttown swamp. Should have built. How'd you break curse? We went to the Red Mage in New Londo Ruins. And he still, for the cost of 1 humanity, for the low price of 1 humanity, he removes curse. And I did not kill him this time. I've learned. The Red Woman? We have indeed seen the gargoyles. It is, the first gargoyle is Centipede Demon. And then the second gargoyle is of just absolutely freaking blackout Iron Golem, who then comes to life and goes like, oh, snap. So it's not going to be an easy boss fight in there. Like, it's not going to be as hard, I think, as Seath and Priscilla, because Centipede Demon is, like, not that big of a deal. When we upgrade our weapon. But, it's not going to be too easy. Not yet, anyway. Did we have... I thought we found another Manus as well, or am I mistaken? Quelaag was a single king from the 4 kings. I know we killed Manus on the bridge, but I mean, like, I thought we saw another Manus, didn't we? Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. Lord Vessel? Are you the Lord Vessel? The Lord's Blade Robe! Close. You know what? What if I just rested? What if I just... Excuse me? And where do we die? Right here? Hold on, hold on. We got a level. Pop that bad... You know what? No. Pop that bad boy into endurance. Green management. Now I'm thinking. We gotta go up the ladder to get back to Firelink. But you know what? Let's just do some, item gets here. Let's just go grab some items. I forget where all the spawns are, but we'll try to do like a run here, because you never know what might be around here. I don't want to go down to Ash Lake until we get the Lord Vessel, if possible, and sadly it might not be possible. Giant Helm, nothing wrong with that, man. Just because like it's gonna be so hard to get back. The run back without teleportation just sucks real bad. Okay, see some loot down there. That's true, we could just not rest at the bonfire, and then get teleported back when we die. You're not wrong. It's a little dangerous here. Just a touch. Oh no. Okay, so we're dead. I'm not worried about the souls. This is not that many. But if we could just get to this item without dying. Nope. That hurts. That hurts. It's all right. We're doing. We made it to the other bonfire. We're just doing runs around, getting the items. You think that's a Lord vessel? Oh man, imagine if it was though. 100% the Lord's vessel. Lorge? Very large. Dude, we've had really good ember luck. That's like the 4th or 5th ember we've gotten, I think. Keep in mind, we have so many other areas still to search for items. Like, we haven't done depths lower on Deadburg, top of Blighttown, etc., etc. Got a lot to go. Long way to go. That's okay. This is, you know, it's that kind of like treasure hunt. That's the fun part of the randomizer for sure. Excuse me? Oh, I thought that was like a summon sign, and I was like, what the heck happened? Ladies and gentlemen, we're in. Okay, just keep rolling. Top of, just cleared out the Blighttown. My friends got hollowed. I kindled him. Now we're heading southbound. Going down to the Great Hollow now. Take me to the depth side like this. Ha ha ha. I'd really like to Estus with you. We could be pro Dark Souls gamers. Pro Dark Souls gamers. Is something different in the randomizer compared to last time? Well, I mean, everything's different, but I don't think that's what you mean, right? Like in terms of parameters, I guess is what you're going for. The params, yeah, exclamation point randomizer will hook you up there. The main thing is that we have a chance for real enemies to become bosses at 2%, and all key items are randomized, which last time it was like all items, you know, loot, etc., was randomized, but the key items, no, I'm right there though. I'm right there. You can't kill me. Just let me touch it. Yo, that's huge! Just kill me now. That's enormous. What an incredible item. It was well worth it. Yeah, last time it was like you still got the items that were critical to your progress in the game at the same junctures that you got them. But this time, we are, you know, we're completely flying blind. Yo, I just closed on a condo, and at the end of the day, my mortgage is going to be $200 less than my rent payment. That's the dream. So, like, and again, like, very few people are gonna care, but, you know, there's some, like, information that I can pass on. I watch a YouTuber by the name of Ben Felix, who is a very, analytically minded kind of, like, finance guy. And I also was of the opinion that the way that it works is, like, hey, if you can, you know, buy for the same price that you rent, it's a no-brainer. And that's true, it is a no-brainer. At least if you're getting like a similar, you know, sort of place. But then the other thing is it's actually not even that. There's something, I think it's called the 5% rule, which is basically like if you, you take the property price of the place you're looking at, multiply it, or divide it by 12 and then multiply it by 5%. If your mortgage is less than that, then effectively, you're paying less in non-recoverable costs. Than you would be for your rent, which is considered a non-recoverable cost to begin with, because obviously it all just disappears. I apologize for the mathematics. But basically, you know, like when you pay rent, you lose all the money for rent. When you pay your mortgage, you're building equity in your home. A portion of it is non-recoverable because you're paying interest on the loan for your mortgage. And you're paying property tax and household maintenance and stuff like that, but you know, a lot of the cost of owning a house eventually goes into, you know, your own pocket because you're building your own equity. But anyway, sorry. Gaming. Gaming, sorry, what I meant to say is spend all your money on loot boxes and gacha games. My mistake. My mistake. I forgot where I was. I thought I was IRL. I thought I was IRL. I forgot I was on the internet. My mistake. Okay, here we go. We've already done Valley of the Drakes, so we don't... Well, I think we've done it all anyway. I'd take a finance course from you. You shouldn't. For the most part, I don't know what I'm talking about, quite frankly. But, you know, I'm learning. I'm learning. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, I don't... That's like... I don't want to say it's criminal, but let's try to get the people back on my side. It is crazy that, like, the mortgage, prices, like, in a lot of parts of the world are actually... Well, especially, like, some areas of North America are actually cheaper than the rent. I think it happens in, like, in rural areas mostly, or, like, smaller cities. Like, in Vancouver, rent is bad, but housing prices are, like, 4 times worse, right? But it's crazy, like, I don't know, if you live in like, a mid-sized city, rent is not that much cheaper, than it is in some cities. You know, obviously, like, San Francisco and New York are kind of busted. San Jose, etc., but, you know, the fact that you can get a mortgage... Excuse me? What the heck was that? Rude is what it was. The fact that you can get a mortgage for, like, you know, cheaper than your rent is just, like, it's madness. I'm trying to remember. So for Firekeeper's Soul, do we use it here? Isn't that something that we stop Lautrec from... After Lautrec kills her, we, like, bring her back with that or something? You just give it to the lady in the cage. Papa for 5 humanity. You must be new here. Why wouldn't a mortgage be less than rent? Well, like, I know you're saying, like, so your point there is that, you know, your landlord puts a little extra sauce on it for profit? No. The idea is, you know, if mortgages were consistently cheaper than rents, then the rental inventory would, like, drop to 0, and people would just start buying homes, which would drive up the market price of the homes, and then the mortgages would stop being cheaper than the rents, and, you know, so on and so forth. That's not the way it necessarily works, but, you know, that's the idea, at least. Help me. Not entirely true, because most people couldn't afford the down payments. Yeah, but a bunch of people would just buy up like 20 units each, you know what I mean? And then, you know, if there was money to be made there, at least the principle is that they would adjust as a result, but just due to the demand. But anyway, could you just like I don't mind that you're here. I just wish you would like stop blocking the stairs. Thank you. Reject Maths, return to Monkey. I couldn't agree more, quite frankly. All right. So the next, we've accomplished objective 1 in a half hour, which is get back to the start. Objective 2. Oh, Black Lily 2014. Thank you. You freaking... Objective 2 is, get to Undeadburg and buy some Twinkling Titanite. Then, make the run back all the way back. And then go to the blacksmith and upgrade our hammer a couple of times, and then maybe beat the centipede stuff. Or beat the centipede and the iron golem. We'll see. We'll do our best. Yeah, I mean, you're preaching to the choir on housing stuff. Like, I hope it doesn't come across like I'm like, well, you should have bought, you know, 5 years ago. We were, I mean, first off, we're lucky enough to be in a position to have, you know, afforded the prospect of buying in the first place, which is, like, rare. Especially here. And then, secondarily, I didn't even want to buy, because I had myself convinced that, you know, that it was a bubble, which it kind of is, but I guess something is only a bubble, like, until it pops. So eventually Kate convinced me, and I was like, fine, you know, like, we might lose all of our money, but at the very least we'll have a house. You know, we'll have something that we can live in. And we can eat instant noodles. And then, you know, like, again, not being braggadocious at all, but, you know, the housing prices have gone up even further since. And then when COVID hit, I was like, oh, this is it. This is going to send the whole house of cards tumbling down. And then COVID sent demand even higher. Just because of the fact that, you know, interest rates went so low that if you had money, it became an opportunity to buy. So it's like, it's insanely unfair that, like, you know, the market was already, like, crazy tilted. And then somehow, like, against all, at least the first principles, you know, of logic, it actually, like, became even more euphoric. Anyway, I'm just saying, you know, this is not something everybody wants to talk about. I'm just saying. Oh, there you are. Okay, give me your Uchigatana, please. Twinkling for 1,000? Man, that's a deal. So I'm trying to, I think you need like 15 to upgrade all the way. $10 to 10? Well, dude, give me 10. He only has 1. You son of... I thought he had infinite, man.
Thank you, kind.
Well, anyway. We can upgrade it once. There's probably like an extra 10% damage. That's not so bad. Why does it matter, like, if the housing bubble pops? Doesn't it only matter if you sell? This is beyond my area of expertise, for sure. But at least the way I understand it, you know, people tend to buy about as much house as they can afford. I'm appreciating the souls here, don't get me wrong. And then as a result, when housing prices drop, you know, they're essentially already leveraged to the gills to be able to buy the house that they're in. When it comes time to refinance their mortgage, you know, they're... I don't know. Long story short, it can still impact you, especially if you have to end up taking out, like, homeowner loans and stuff like that. That's the way I get it, at least. He lived. I lived, B-word. Black Lily 2014, thank you again. Thank you. Yeah, if you've paid off your mortgage, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Unless you sell. But it's the same thing, like, you know, just because your housing price, you know, like in Vancouver, it's always funny. Like, we probably have, like, more millionaires per capita than, like, anywhere in the world, because if you just own your house, you're a millionaire. Oh, thank you, Coca, too, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Which is how you end up with all these, like, HGTV shows that just, like, infuriate you, you know, that are like, you know, hey, our house is worth $2 million, and, you know, we literally cannot afford to, like, you know, repaint the walls. But, Black Lily 2014, thank you again. Thank you. But, you know, just because your housing price goes up, you know, like 30%, if you sell and then, you know, you buy in the same area, then you didn't, I mean, you're paying 30% more for the house you're buying as well. So, you know, for the most part, it kind of comes out in the wash. But if you sell and then you start, like, you know, renting for a bit, you can make a lot of money, I think. Not that I would necessarily, you know, want to do that, because it's very nice to not have to, like, deal with the landlord, for sure. Dude, this guy is, like, so ember rich. I've never given him this many embers. Oh, dude, we can upgrade it 2 times. Okay, that's pretty solid. And half loaf, thank you as well, thank you. I can never remember, like... It's probably worth 10,000, but I don't know. I don't want to invest in there right now. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, in Dark Souls 1, is Dark Souls 1 one of those games where upgrading your armor actually counts? Or is it one of those where you only upgrade your weapons? I can't remember. It counts. It's meh, not worth, kind of worth. Okay, so materials invested in weapon first, and then everything else after, or maybe not at all. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Cockatoo, thank you as well. Thank you. But I always, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel, I always look at these posts. And this is like, I know that, hey, the incessant rich guy, stock talk guy, I hate it. But really, like, and, I mean, I'm coming at this from the position of, like, a millennial as well, right? Like, houses are, like, too expensive, and economically, like, wages have not kept up. And people are just dishonest about it. Like, especially on Twitter, people will be, oh, I sacrificed, and I bought a house when I was 25. And you're like, yeah, if you know. And then the same thing, people are like, well, if you don't want to pay your landlord $2,000 a month for rent, you should just buy. And you're like, you can't buy for $2,000 a month, dummy. And then the same thing, people who like own their own home are like just constantly like lying. I know. Look, other people who are in their own homes, I don't mean to be like rude to you, but a lot of them are lying. They're like, yeah. Hey, rent is, like, expensive, but that's nothing compared to property tax. And I'm like, dude, property tax is freaking cheap. Like, it's not, I mean, we have, like, the cheapest property tax in North America, I think, here, but, like, property tax is very cheap here. And then, like, your home maintenance, I think it comes out on average to be something like 3% of your home's value annually or something like that. Some years it'll be 0, some years you're gonna have to like put in a new water heater or something like that. It's not, like they always overrepresent, in my opinion, how expensive it is to own a home. Please let me in. That roll killed me. And then a camera. We just gotta dodge the warlock. He's done it. He's done it. We're still gonna die, I think, but... Yeah, plus, when we had a landlord, they didn't even, like, you know... I do believe, and this is where we're gonna have, like, a delineation in chat for sure, and I apologize for it. I have had good landlords. Straight up. Like, landlords where I was like, this, all things considered, it's a nice landlord, you know? When things need to get repaired, they repair them ASAP. They either hire someone or they do it themselves right away. You know, very understandable. And I've had landlords that are like straight up, like just horrible. I've definitely had situations where I'm like, what are you know, complaining about? Like I told you my sink was broken. Like, this is the last place we lived. Our sink broke. And then they were like, can you guys just hire someone to repair it and we'll reimburse you? And we're like, sure, I'm pretty sure like that's not how that works, but whatever. So we did it, and it ended up being like 60 bucks. And here's where I made the mistake. It was really cheap to repair. And I was like, I won't even worry about it then. We'll just chalk it up to like Goodwill or something like that. And then, when we ended up showing them the house, like doing the inspection when we moved out, they hit me with all these little things like, oh, you know, there's some grease inside of the oven. Can you clean that before we take possession? And I was just like, no, but also, do you remember how like I never had you reimburse us for the broken sink? And they were like, oh, right, just like, you know, it didn't extend the same level of courtesy that we extended to them. It's one of those situations where like I thought we were on the level and we were both like, we're cool, right? I forgot you can grab it, and that was not the case. All right, we can do this. It's gotta be perfect, but it can be done. Here's the thing: we have infinite twin humanities if we want them. because they dropped from the vagrants at the start of the bell tower. Dude, I think we're gonna do this. Oh, jeez. I think this is very doable. He's going up. He's going down. Just keep it moving. What's the deal with dangiesling.shop also going to Northernlion.shop? We used it, so, like, I don't know, like, it's a web dev thing, kind of, I think. It's basically, there's the Shopify backend and then some vanity URLs attached to it. Quick sip. All right, let's do it. So, and we both use the same supplier. So it's nothing weird about it. I got a tweet from somebody that was like, I accidentally bought on dangiesling.shop. Did I just get scammed? And I'm like, yep. I tweeted them and I went, no, you're fine. But I was like, yep, Dan scammed you. That notorious scammer. Now this, we gotta be careful. Because this is a very easy boss. But that doesn't mean we can't die. His telegraphing is out of control. Just don't panic. And don't roll off. Yeah, I don't know what Dan was thinking today playing Isaac. Like I've told him many times, like stay off my turf. And yet I don't know. He goes away for a week and all of a sudden he gets these high-minded ideals like I'm going to take a shot at the king. I was just about to say, I don't even know what I'm doing. Why am I trying to roll in between his gauntlets? That sweep could knock me off. We gotta be careful. He's gearing up to go head-to-head for repentance. You'll have to play a bunch of Tarkov to flex. Sincerely, I would rather play Monster Hunter World. Come on, man. Come on. Do your easy attack. 2 times. You're too tall. That's your problem. You're too tall. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing wrong with that. That's huge. Good fight. Nothing wrong with that one. You know, it was not too easy. It's definitely harder than fighting 2 gargoyles, but... yeah. And that's the second bell, which means we can go to Sen's Fortress now. Ooh. Ooh. 10 kills on the board right now. Yeah, I'm stoked for Malf. The Legends of Runeterra thing, that's heavy pog. Congrats to Malf on the sizable viewer count. Kate's actually she's doing a Legends of Runeterra, the same activation I think on Monday. So Hikasa e Tsukasa. Take me down. I would like, dude. What do you think Oswald of Kareem sells? You think there's a chance he sells the Lord Vessel? Yeah, Guinevere will give a random item. Hello. Can I have, well, what is it? My man, he has the Soul of Gwyn. I will purchase that for 300. That's pretty good. I will also take that large soul. Dude, he's got the dragon tooth? He's got Mask of the Father. This guy, he's the most pogged merchant in the whole game. Obviously, we're buying the Dragon Tooth. We might as well buy the Falchion. You know, it's 10 souls. This is crazy, man. It's unbelievable. Standard arrows, 500 each. Okay, that's how he makes his money. I mean, that's one of the best masks in the game. Alright, now... what if we could put it on? We have leveled up endurance a bit. Oh, yeah. Now, we have to not die here, which is a bit of a task. Please don't knock me. Come on, dude. Basic hollow? Please, no. And there's so many potential items in here. Yeah. Gaming. Classic gaming. Dude, I think we might have, and it's still early. I don't want to jinx it. I think we might have gotten past the big seam in the randomizer. But we do have a problem. We don't have the Lord Vessel, which is a real issue. Lord Vessel? I think the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring's not all that bad. I just don't like these enemies. Don't you bust my equipment open? Could Ornstein and Smo be 2 Manuses? Oh, it could be 2 Manuses. No doubt about that. There's a corpse barrel on this floor, too. Oh, thank you. Yo, Twin Humanities, by the way. That's true. It could be 3 Manuses. And 4 kings can be 4 bosses. That's right. I shouldn't get too ahead of myself then. Our best of the month on Twitch dead. Or on YouTube, I should say. Best of the month on Twitch on YouTube dead. I know that the phrasing there is a bit busted. The answer is yes for now. Time is like an unbelievable crunch right now. But you know, this stuff, you know, in time could come back. Lautrec is not here. Okay. Scary. He's already... oh, because I killed the gargoyles, maybe? Yeah, that's like... I don't mind, you know, if people are like, you know, quote-unquote, making, like, unlicensed, you know, hello? Third-party, like, clips and stuff like that. I've always seen it as outreach. Or as, like, you know, it's like free promotion. Oh, that's because there's a gargoyle down there, dude. We gotta be careful about this hitbox. Like, anytime somebody's like, hey, can I use your clip in this cool compilation I'm doing? I'm like, don't even ask, just take it, man. I don't mean nobody else asked me. I mean, like, the industry, nobody asks. People are doing, like, React content and just, you know, sending it out there. This is a bit of a mess. But now we're doing enough damage, like, even the DLC dog doesn't scare me that much anymore. That's a huge improvement for us, because this guy was a real pain in the butt for a bit. Yeah, exactly. Hey, can I sample you talking about Subway in this lo-fi hip-hop song? Okay, a single gargoyle. He has lightning resist, but that's not that bad. 10 kills on the board right now. We cut a gargoyle tail, didn't we? Like, what is a gargoyle tail on the... come on, man. What's a gargoyle tail on this run? We're about to find out. Oh! It was lightning spear? Yo, I mean, we don't want any more, but that was an important item for us for a time. Okay, you know what? I've decided I would like to Estus. So because people are asking about the cat. The cats always try to make it back to Darkroot Forest, I think. So no matter where they are on the map, like that's their whole prerogative. All right. So let me think. You know, we should go to... Oh, dude, he freaking ate him. We should just go to Sens. We should... That would be a fun thing to do. Escort a cat all the way back to Darkroot. If only I knew how to get there. Let's do Sen's Fortress, man. The problem with Sen's Fortress is that, to get some of the items is, like, mega annoying. But I love Sen's Fortress regardless. I guess that's true. We also need to find a way to get the seal of the Covenant, so that we can actually open the Darkroot Forest door. What are you? You are a large... You're... Oh, are you a king? I think it's crashed. Alright, that's... It happens from time to time. It happens. Okay, just give me a You know what? I'll reload the game, and let me also check FedEx. Out for delivery. All right, you know, we still got time. We got a little time here. Guess we're getting more Sporkle. It's alright, I'm not sweating it. Like, out for delivery might be, like, kind of... You know, I get that it's kind of annoying. Like, I'd love some more specificity. But on the flip side, I remember when you used to buy something off eBay, and it would literally take 6 to 8 weeks to arrive through the post. No, bird! Thanks for nothing. Yeah, if they even sent it. My friend got ripped off on a... Again, this is like the infancy of the internet, right? We went to a Crazy Bones... Okay, fair enough. We went to a Crazy Bones trading website. And I remember my friend had a Jaws, which is like the... You know, I think it's number 5 of Series 1. And he was gonna trade it for like just a bounty of Crazy Bones on that website. He sent the Jaws, and the other dude just never ever sent the what he was supposed to send in the trade. What a ripoff, dude. I had that dude. I got a couple stories like that. I was playing Pogs with this kid in 3rd grade. I still remember his name's TJ. I've told this story before. I'm still holding a little bit of a grudge. We were playing serious high-stakes Pogs, right? I had a Ted DiBiase WWE Slammer with the finger grips embedded, and we were playing for that. And I just remember that, like, I ripped, or not, you know what I mean. Like, I flipped over his Pog, and I won. As I won, in that exact same instance, the school bell went for, like, recess to be over. And he just, like, used his arm and swept up all the Pogs into his shirt and then just ran away. But I couldn't even tell, so he stole his and mine, both of which belonged to me, technically. And I couldn't tell the teacher because we weren't supposed to be playing Pogs to begin with. Oh no, dude. That's not the enemy you wish to see there. Oh god. He threaded the needle so perfectly. Help me. Mission accomplished. Okay. I mean, at some point I have accepted we need to return to all these areas to do like some item looking. So I'm just gonna make the run I already know and hope that the Lord Vessel shows up. Standard helm. Not what you want to see. Yeah. Oh, let's go! we'll check that item for sure. I got so scared there. Yeah, I think the movement's jittery. I'm still, like, literally, so it's my controller having, like, some dead zone issues. I have another controller. I just need to, like, you know, go to the back of the PC and plug it in. I'm not being, like, I'm not joking at all. Like, I have time, but I have so little of it at the time being. You son of a gun. I hate you. I actually hate you. That I literally feel like I don't even have time to, like, do that. I save all that stuff for, like, Saturdays. So anything that I gotta do to do Saturdays, I clump it all up. Just give it a sec. What became of the Pog Thief? I don't know. Like, TJ, I don't mean to be insulting. It seemed like he didn't necessarily have the best home life. You know, what leads a man at that age to become a thief? I don't know. You ever hear of the idea that, like, you know, if somebody rips you off, it's a very small price to pay to, you know, recognize the strength of their character? That's kind of how I feel about this one. Man, toxic duration is just so freaking long. Oh my god. It's another fairly low roll on that enemy as well. Oh no. I think you're the mimic though. Which means I was just gonna say, you're gonna give me the Mimic's loot. And then also, a white Titanite chunk. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, have Crazy Bones come back in value? Have Crazy Bones come back in value at all? Because, I own a lot of them, and I gotta tell you, I have Series 1, Entry 1. Their name is Music, and I have Series 1, Entry 2, Smiley, my favorite Crazy Bone of all time. I remember there was one fateful summer in 1998 or 1999. My mom took me to Toys R Us. I bought the Wild Wild West official soundtrack, Track 1, Wild Wild West, Track 2, Bailamos by Enrique Iglesias. And I bought a pack of Crazy Bones, open it up. Series 1, Crazy Bone 1, Music. It was the best day of my life. Up to that point. How do you not get killed here? Do you fall in that hole? Can't remember, because the elevator just kills you, right? It puts you on the spikes. Get on the one that doesn't have blood on it. You just get off early? Oh, just get off after one floor. Okay. I'll do my best. Stops going full Marty. He's done it. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. I know where you're at. Kind of. We're back in Balltown. Yeah, then we open the door. Because it does not open from this side. There's a ring down here. Yeah, I don't know loot in this game. Like, it's kind of overrated, in my opinion. Where's the ring? You type it in chat, I'll go to the bathroom. How does that sound for a deal? I'll be back in just a sec. /marker, bathroom, break.